Hey friends, welcome back to VITO'S Garage. Thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saving old school Mercedes. So this is another video that I'm making right now. A long story short, I have a problem. What happens with this car is I turn the key on, the glow plug light comes on, and then I try to start it. It starts up, but then it runs very rough for like 7 to like 10 seconds. So basically it has a bad shake and running rough on startup, on cold startup. You know, like if you're driving around and then, you know, the engine is hot, you shut it off, you turn it back on, it's fine. It's not running rough, it's running great. But, you know, when you come first thing in the morning, when you you know, come to your car, try to start it, it starts up fine, no problems, but it's running like rough for like from like 10 to, you know, like 7-10 seconds, something like that. So long story short, I have to you know, diagnose the problem, but I just wanted to show you how it looks like, you know, and this is actually pretty common on these cars. So, you know, hopefully it helps someone out, you know, if you have the same issue, especially if you have a diesel. You know, this is more towards diesel engines, and this is you know, this can happen on OM617 engine, OM616, OM603 engines, you know, the ones that are diesel. Doesn't matter whether it's turbo or non-turbo. So long story short, I'm gonna go inside right now and start it up for you so you guys can hear what's going on. So as you can see, the glow plug light went off. Okay, so I'm gonna start it up for you guys now. So as you can see, it's running fine right now, but when I first started it, it was shaking and it wasn't firing right. And then after like 10 seconds, it was it's all good. It kind of like smoothed out. So I'll show you how I'm gonna be diagnosing this car, but I just wanted to show you how it all you know, like the symptoms of it basically.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so here's what we're gonna do. I have the test light over here. I'm gonna connect the test light to engine ground. So we can choose engine ground, for example. You know, this should be good. You can always test that test light. Make sure it lights up. And it does. Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna do now. The engine's hot right now, but I'm gonna pop this cover off from the glow plug relay. Alright, and here's the connector that goes to all glow plugs. Okay, it has 5 wires on it. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna go inside, turn the key on quickly, and then I'm gonna test all 5 of these pins, make sure that the power is coming out to the glow plugs. you know. Sometimes maybe who knows, maybe all 4 pins are fine, and maybe the 5th pin is not giving out the power. So let's go ahead, do it really quick. We have like 20 seconds to do that or something like that until the relay goes off. All right. So let's go ahead and quickly do it. Make sure we have power here, good, that's good, 4th one is good, 5th one is good. Okay, so we have power in all 5 pins, so that's a good sign. Glow plug relay is working good. Now I'm gonna turn that thing off, we don't need it. Next thing what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab the multimeter. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this to on, and then you need to have a reading of like 2000 ohms. This is the resistance. We're gonna measure the resistance. So to make it easier to not go to those glow plugs and test there, we're gonna do it over here actually at this connector. All right, you can remove this test light, we don't need it anymore. You can also, if you really want, instead of disconnecting the glow plug connector, you can test the power coming in right there to each glow plug, just straight. Alright, but long story short, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put one test lead here, and then the other one just goes to ground. Alright, and then we're gonna see our resistance readings. I believe the spec was like 0.07, no, 0.06 I believe. Also we have to, before doing that, we have to actually measure the leads and see how much resistance they have, so we can count for that. Okay, so these have like 0.03 of resistance. Alright, so let's measure all these really quick. Pull this connector out, put one lead here, and the other lead will be on the ground. So I'm gonna put this here so you guys can see it. The other lead goes to ground. Now let's look at the reading. We have 0.05. Okay, which is good. I mean, 0.05 is acceptable. All right. Also keep in mind this is a Chinese multimeter, so who knows. Next pin, I already changed it. Just gonna check the next pin. Same thing, touch the ground right there. And we have same reading, kinda 0.04, 0.05. Alright, now we're gonna switch to the other one. I apologize for moving this camera too much, guys. It's kind of difficult testing and showing you everything. Alright, we're gonna do the same to the other one. And look at this thing. Look at that reading. Let me bring it closer. Alright, touching the ground. Look at that. 0.083. So that's not good. That's too much resistance. Alright, and I believe that's glow plug number 5. Alright, we're gonna test the last two. Okay, this is good. Alright, and then we're gonna test the last glow plug. This one is good as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to this number 5 right there. Let's check this guy. Yeah, 0.83. That's not good. Something is wrong with this. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plug this back in. Alright. Oh my gosh, I'm just brand new. And now close this back up. Now here's the fun part. Glow plug number 5 is located under that coolant hose. Alright, and to me it seems like I'm looking at all the other glow plugs and it looks like they were replaced. They kind of have like fresh rust on them. Number 1, and then that one right there, it doesn't look the same. I think it looks a little different. from the rest of the glow plugs, so that one was probably never changed. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it out. And also it's so unusual for the, you know, leads for the harness to actually have resistance in them, but you know, if you already did that, if you guys want, you can actually go ahead and check the resistance of that glow plug while it's still installed over there. And I already did that, and the glow plug itself is actually not good. It has too much resistance, and it's causing issues with the rough running on cold start. So I'm gonna pull out that glow plug and alright, I like to disconnect the battery, guys. So we're gonna do that. Disconnect the negative cable. Take it off. Never know, just to be safe. It's a good idea to do it. Alright, now I'm not gonna remove this hose. I'm just gonna kind of try to squeeze in there, work around it, and it's gonna be kind of difficult, but I gotta do it. You know, unfortunately, the person that was changing these glow plugs only changed 4 of them, and he didn't change the last one, which is really upsetting. You know, sometimes people get lazy, they don't want to do extra work. So that's what happened in this case, so I have to do it. And first of all, I'm gonna remove that, I believe it's 8mm bolts or nuts, I'm sorry, that's holding. There's just there's a nut on each glow plug that's holding the harness in, and I believe it's 8mm, so I have to take that off, and then I can proceed to removing the glow plug itself.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I just removed the nut from it, and sometimes when you're removing the nut, the whole assembly is gonna spin, so you have to kind of hold that harness so it doesn't spin with the nut. But so I had to do that, but right now this is off. Now I can disconnect the harness, and that's it. I can disconnect remove that glow plug using 12mm bolt, wrench. So let's do that, guys. Here's my wrench. It goes all the way there to that glow plug. Of course, it's the best to use the ratcheting wrench, but this is the one that I have for now, just a regular wrench. Be patient here, it's not too much space. So alright guys, so there's the glow plug. It came out, it was turning fairly easy, but let's just look at it. There she is. It's a Bosch. It's a Bosch glow plug. Interesting, right? So yeah, let's measure it actually here on the bench. On the bench, I mean, on just when it's out. Also guys, just keep in mind, you can use the reamer to ream the hole where this thing sits, but I'm not gonna do that. You know, I don't have a reamer with me. I still have to make my own. You know, I know you guys are gonna say, oh, there's a bunch of them online. Nah, I'm not doing that. The same thing with the valve adjustment wrenches. You know, I just made my own valve adjustment wrenches like literally maybe like 3 days ago, and I spent probably like 15 bucks for everything to make my own valve adjustment wrenches for these cars. And it's awesome. There's no need to pay like 150 bucks for someone, you know, like, cause you can literally make it yourself. It's pretty easy and simple, you know, literally anybody can do it. So, and here's my luck. It started raining, so let's quickly measure this guy. All right, so here we go, guys. This is the same setting, ohms, and I'm quickly gonna touch the terminal right here. And then, actually I'm gonna set it right here so you guys can see. but as you can see, the reading is not, it's kind of off. It's too much. This glow plug is no good. I'm gonna actually test it later with the battery, see how she's lighting up. But right now I'm gonna put a new one in there that I bought. The other ones seem to be working fine, because and then they were replaced, and I'm not sure what's up with this one. I don't think it's been replaced before. It's hard to say. You know, while I removed it, you know, while taking it off, I actually kind of, you know, made it shiny. So, but as I showed you guys before, when that thing was still installed, that it was actually kind of like, it had a big difference from the rest of the glow plugs. So this is a new glow plug, guys. It's actually made by Miley. You know, I just wanted to see, I ordered this from you know, from online, but I wanted to see how this thing is gonna work. You know, that's how the comparison between both. But now I'm gonna actually show you. You know, we're gonna test the resistance of this one. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Set it right there. It's gonna be like my vice. See? Let's see. One more time. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Alright, but you kind of see that, I mean, there's a big difference in resistance. And like I said, this is a Chinese multimeter, guys, so I don't know. I mean, it's working and everything, but I just feel that some of the readings it's giving me, it just sucks. But it's still giving, you know, like the fair reading, you know, as far as this old glow plug. And yeah, this is not good. So here's what we're gonna do. Have copper paste with me right here, and we're gonna put some on threads, and then we're gonna reinstall this guy, reinstall the harness, and then wait until the engine is cold, completely cold, so we can restart it again and see how she's running. Alright guys, so here's the glow plug. Put a little bit of copper grease. Copper grease is actually really good because it's made for really high temperatures, and it just, you know, it's actually a good idea to use this copper paste on you know, coolant system, you know, like water pump, all the other stuff, all the other bolts. That's what I did when I did my thermostat. I actually used the copper paste for that. If you guys remember the video, I'll leave the link down below. But long story short, yeah, this is gonna keep it from seizing, and it's like my favorite method. I love doing that. So I love, you know, putting grease on threads. Not in all places, but most of them, obviously, like you guys know. Anyways, let me reinstall this, guys. I'm not gonna show you too much. Just reinstall everything, reinstall the harness, and that's about it.
A few moments later.
Alright, so that glow plug is in. The hardest part is gonna be actually getting that nut on there because of how tight everything is here. But just be patient, you'll be able to get it. Don't worry. And now I just gotta spin that nut the rest of the way in and just tighten it.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, so that's all. Everything is reconnected there. The harness is back, so it's awesome. So the engine is just a little bit warm right now, so we gotta wait until it gets cold. Maybe I gotta wait until next morning or so, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much that's supposed to be the fix. I just want to show you that glow plug ons again. Alright guys, I'm gonna test it now. Let's see if it does anything. I'm touching everything. It's not doing anything, guys. It's like shorted internally. Looks like something. It's not working at all. My battery is actually okay. You can see. Nothing. Alright guys, so it's been like 1 day since I replaced that glow plug, and I'm gonna start it up for you guys so you can listen. There's the glow plug right there, brand new one. So I'm gonna start it up and see how she runs. So that's it, the problem is fixed, guys.